All right, so I've decided to start vlogging and that type of stuff. I don't know, it might be a podcast. Who knows? But I figured, why not? It's a good way to pump out some content, get some stuff out there, talk about me. I just had a psychiatrist appointment. Basically, I was like, yep, everything's good. They were like, okay, we just got to go over, the annual stuff. So we went over all of that and everything's good. Getting ready to go to school. I have one class today. It's a 1 hour class. It's called Controversial Biology. It's a class that is a 1 credit course. Basically, I transferred into this school. So it's a transfer seminar, and basically it's just an introduction to the school and how things go. Everything's fine with it. I enjoy the class. I think it's pretty cool. This week we're talking about THC and its effect on developing brains, and like what we should do about that and stuff. So it's pretty cool. We're gonna have a little debate about what we think the best thing to do is. It's a very fun class. I usually leave a little early. Class is at 4 o'clock. I leave a little early so that I can there's plenty of stuff for me to do at school, so that's usually what I do. Plus, sometimes I get bubble tea. Man, bubble tea is amazing. So yeah, that's a thing. Plus, another thing I want to do is I want to test out CapCut just to see if I can use CapCut for YouTube videos. So in a minute or two, I'm going to throw this in CapCut on a new project. Hopefully I'll be able to close caption the whole thing and everything. Hopefully I'll be able to put videos together and I won't have to worry about things. Because on the phone, it's harder. On the iPhone, there's no pause button like you have on the computer. Pretty cool stuff. I'm going to stream tonight. I'll probably be streaming by the time this video has come out, or even be finished streaming. So that's exciting. Gonna probably stream some NASCAR Heat 5 just to hang out and to test to make sure the damn thing works. I was having some issues with my stream last night. I'm close to affiliate. All I need is to hit 8 hours and to reach 3 average viewers, and I'm over 2 right now, but I'm not quite at 3. And I'm planning on streaming a lot over the next few weeks with the show 24 coming out. Gonna do some franchise, gonna do some RTTS, gonna just have a ton of fun. Plus next week's spring break, so super exciting. I'll end up waiting for the bus sometimes, just sort of hanging out, and that happens because there's a hospital not too far away. Obviously, like, ambulances all the time and stuff, which is cool, whatever. As long as they're actually, getting to the people. That one looks like it was going to go pick somebody up. Lots of stuff happens around here where ambulances and police always around, and it's one of those things where it's like you gotta think like you feel safe, but sometimes you're just like, I don't, and you get annoyed. I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all, but it gets to the point where you're like, yep, the police are here again, and you're just like, I'm sick and tired of this. The weather today is not great. It's like 40 degrees right now, which is fine, to wander around, but not really fine to do what I wanted to do today, which is to not be accosted by some Canadian geese. But thankfully they're over there and I'm over here, and I'm looking at them, and I'm outnumbered 36-1, so there's that. But it was snowing yesterday. Nothing's still left on the ground out here. I think there might be a little bit left at the house. I don't know. I didn't look. I was outside and I didn't look. I should have. There wasn't any on my walk to the bus stop or anything. I got here earlier than I thought I would. I didn't think I'd get here till 2 o'clock. I got here at 1. I've had some lunch, so now I'm just wandering around because class is from 4 to 5. But it's nice because there's so much to do here. There's a game room. I can meet friends. I can go sit in the library if I wanted to read, or if I had homework to do, I'd do that, but I finished it all. So I can wander around and look at the lake, which is really cool. There's actually, you can rent a canoe as a student to go on the lake. you have to carry a cell phone in a plastic bag in order to be allowed on it for in case of emergencies, which I'm totally fine with that. I think that's good. But yeah, not much happening today, so I'm excited to see that. Yeah, those guys over there, they're geese, they're grazing, so I'm just gonna keep myself at a safe distance, just simply because I don't want to get attacked by geese. So if I want to go to anything that's around here, I'm gonna walk back the other way. But they're rather frustrating to see because, like, they are some of the most angry birds you'll ever see. Like, you see that one that I'm focusing on? He's on, you know, on watch. Now another one's on watch. They take turns on watch. They communicate. But they will hiss at you, and they will come at you and attack you if you get too close to them. And it is some of the worst things you've ever seen. And if you've ever gotten your ass kicked by a bird, you know how much this bird or an emu is likely to be the bird that kicked your ass. And I'm just not really in the mood to get my ass kicked by a bird today. So yeah, no bird ass kicking today. That's just not what I'm looking for. I've just seen a report that Garrett Cole had an MRI on his pitching elbow today, and that the Yankees aren't too concerned about it. It was precautionary, but we don't know what the MRI says yet. Hopefully we know tomorrow. Garrett Cole, defending Cy Young winner in the American League. May not be a Yankees fan, but having him on the mound is good for baseball. And after all the momentum Major League Baseball had last year, you don't want to lose it with that. Especially because I'm considering going to New York City for a couple of games in May. The series against the Mariners at the end of May, I'm considering going there. And man, just seeing Cole versus Julio, that's just like a dream at bat with plate appearance to just get to see. I don't know if I'm going to get to do it. I did just find out that I don't have school on my birthday, April 8th. So I'm going to think about going to Canada for that day to go to the Blue Jays Mariners, but I don't know. There's some pretty high winds right now. I mean, not like incredibly high, but like over 5 to 10 miles an hour. So you feel it, maybe 15 even at the, I don't know, I could look at the airport and check what they have on the information, but I don't feel like doing that. It actually feels nicer than I thought it would be today. I thought today was going to be a shit day. I thought today was going to be like 35 degrees, heavy wind, and nothing good happened. But it's actually not bad, so that's good. I've gotten a hold of a librarian who'll be able to help me with the research project I'm working on in the Canterbury Tales. Essentially, it's expanding on a final exam essay from last spring semester, which is pretty cool to be able to do that. Getting a librarian to help is going to help me figure out the research process that I want to use for that, and hopefully I can work towards publishing it. It's academia, so, you know, it's going to be a while. But I'm also going to be working on my fiction based on the Canterbury Tales of how the Pilgrims got there. So I'm going to have to finish reading some of the Canterbury Tales that I didn't read. Plus, 6 of them don't have tails. Chaucer doesn't have a tail either, but I think he actually tells us how he got there in the general prologue. But this is super cool and exciting. I am incredibly excited to see where this goes. I don't know where it's going to go. It could go nowhere. It could go somewhere great. I ultimately want to get a PhD in either English or education. I haven't decided yet. But getting something published as an undergrad would be absolutely wonderful. Although I won't be an undergrad by next May. I'll be a grad student in the summer of next year. Which is kind of cool. When I think about the way I'm doing things. Yeah, so that's exciting. Other things that happened, my bio class today was pretty fun. We talked about THC and the scientific research behind it and its effect on the developing brain. Lots of stuff that we learned. I wandered around campus a bit. That's always fun. Had some lunch, had some Korean fried chicken, absolutely delicious. What else did I do today? Not much. Well, I had my psychiatrist appointment. And the psychiatrist asked me if I was an easily irritable person. And I held my tongue, but I wanted to say I'm irritated right now. Because, like, some of the questions were, like, really weird and not ones that I normally would get from a psychiatrist. But that's fine. But then I also got really irritated when she told me to stop drinking caffeine, even though I told her that it helps me focus. And then she just was like, you should drink less caffeine, instead of offering me an ADHD assessment like, a normal medical professional would have done in that situation. But, I'll just bring that up at therapy on Wednesday. Be like, hey, so like, we should talk about this.